Did Donald Trump blame DEI for the Blackhawk helicopter and the American Airlines flight going down? Let's talk about it. So yesterday morning in a press conference, Donald Trump was talking about the Blackhawk helicopter and the American Airlines flight that collided midair and fell into the Potomac, and all of the people on both flights, the crew and the passengers, were unalived. He referenced DEI as one of the reasons why that could have happened. And the reporters went in. And I thought, wait a minute, why are you talking about DEI? And I'm a free thinker. And I was like, I'll question everything. I don't care what side it's coming from. I'm like, you don't even have the facts, dude. Why are you saying that? So I did some digging and some research to understand why Donald Trump was essentially blaming DEI for this collision. So I went way back into the vaults, right? So the guy who heads up the FAA, when he was being interviewed or sworn in or whatever you call it to get that job, he's in front of a panel. They're asking him questions. You can research this. I saw it myself on the internet. He's being interviewed for the job. And they're asking him basic FAA aviation questions. I'm not a pilot. I don't know how to fly. I'm just basic questions. And he couldn't answer them. And they were circling around, and he would dancing around them and saying, oh, I'm not quite sure I understand. And the guy would be like, okay, well, let me ask you this question. So the guy just kept kind of rephrasing the questions. This guy could not answer them. So that's number one. This guy heads up the FAA. Number two, this guy named Brad Mims, M-I-M-S, is the FAA administrator. He did a whole recruitment commercial targeting DEI hires. He said in the commercial that they are looking for diversity, equity, and inclusion candidates to work for the FAA. It was a recruitment interview specifically targeting DEI. Then allegedly they adjusted or revised the standardized test that FAA candidates have to take as a part of the interview process. They revised it, which made sense because if you're hiring a certain group of people who might not have that experience or that skill set, you might have to revamp that test, right? Like make it where anybody can pass it. Right? Allegedly. The other thing was the training. If you're going to focus to hire DEI and then adjust the test allegedly so that these people could pass, and then you would have to revamp the training, right? Because the training can't be the training from the original test. It would have to all be revised and revamped so that these DEI candidates and applicants could be successful. That's why I believe Trump made that comment.